You get into bed around 11. You scroll for a while. Then you put your phone down, close your eyes, and if everything goes well, you won't open them again until your alarm tells you to. One long block of sleep, around 8 hours, inside a quiet, temperature-controlled room. That's normal. At least, that's what we've been taught. But your ancestors didn't sleep like that. Not because they were worse at sleeping, because the night itself was a completely different world. A world without electricity, without bedrooms, without alarm clocks. A world where darkness actually meant something. And your body was built for that world, not this one. What if I told you that waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning isn't always a problem? What if your brain is simply remembering how humans slept for thousands of years? For most of human history, sleep didn't happen all at once. People slept twice. They would fall asleep shortly after nightfall, sleep peacefully for 3, maybe 4 hours. Then something unusual happened. They woke up, not because of fear, not because of a nightmare. They simply opened their eyes and stayed awake for about an hour. They didn't panic. They didn't think something was wrong, because this wasn't insomnia. It was a normal part of the night. Some people prayed, others quietly talked. Some simply watched the fire or listened to the silence around them. And when that quiet hour ended, they went back to sleep. Until sunrise, for centuries, historians believed these strange references were meaningless until one researcher started noticing the same words again and again. Historian A. Roger E. Kirk spent more than 16 years studying old diaries, medical records, court documents, and ancient books. What he discovered appeared hundreds of times. People didn't describe one night's sleep. They described a first sleep and a second sleep. The pattern appeared across different countries, different cultures, and even different centuries, which raises an uncomfortable question. If humans naturally woke up in the middle of the night, then why do millions of people today believe something is wrong when the exact same thing happens to them? Maybe nothing is wrong at all. Maybe your body is simply following a pattern far older than modern life itself. But there was one problem. Everything you've heard so far comes from written history, books, diaries, medical records, a world that already had candles, homes, and civilization. But what about the humans who lived long before any of that? To find the answer, scientists had to look somewhere else, not into books, but into people who still live closer to the ancient world. In 2015, neuroscientist Jerome Siegel and his team studied 3 traditional hunter-gatherer societies, the Hadza of Tanzania, the San of Namibia, and the Tsimane of Bolivia. Instead of asking questions, researchers simply watched. Small wrist monitors recorded exactly when people fell asleep, when they woke up, night after night, with no electricity, no smartphones, no streetlights, just nature. The results surprised almost everyone. These communities didn't sleep in 2 separate blocks. They usually slept in one continuous stretch, around 6.5 hours each night, less than the 8 hours most of us believe we need today. But the biggest surprise wasn't how long they slept. It was when they fell asleep. They didn't go to bed as soon as the sun disappeared. Instead, they stayed awake, sometimes for nearly 3 more hours, talking, laughing, repairing tools, sharing stories, around the fire. So what finally told their bodies it was time to sleep? It wasn't darkness. It was temperature. As the air slowly cooled, their bodies naturally became sleepy. Not because a clock said so, not because an alarm told them tomorrow had started, but because nature did. Researchers also discovered something else, something almost impossible to imagine today. When asked about insomnia, most people didn't even have a word for it. The problem that keeps millions of modern people awake every night was almost completely absent. So which story is true? Did ancient humans sleep twice? Or did they sleep in one long stretch? The answer, maybe both. Different places, different climates, different nights. But one thing never changed. Ancient humans didn't fight their sleep. They simply followed it. But ancient humans didn't just sleep differently. They also rarely slept alone. Imagine a small camp, deep in the African wilderness. A warm fire burns. At the center, around it, families sleep peacefully. Children, parents, elders, everyone together. At first, it looks like everyone is asleep. But look closer. Someone is still awake. Not because they can't sleep, because someone always keeps watch. While the others rest, one person quietly listens to the wind, to distant footsteps, to the sounds hidden inside the darkness. Sleep wasn't simply closing your eyes. It was a shared responsibility. No walls, no locked doors, no security cameras, only trust and the people around you, which might explain something strange that still happens today. Have you ever noticed the first night in a new place always feels different? A hotel room, a friend's house, a place you've never slept before. You wake up more easily. Every little sound feels louder, almost as if part of your brain refuses to relax. For years, scientists wondered why. Then, researchers at Brown University discovered something remarkable. During your first night in an unfamiliar place, one half of your brain actually stays more alert than the other, almost like a night watchman still standing guard. Thousands of years ago, that tiny advantage could have meant survival. A predator, a stranger, or danger approaching the camp. Today, there are no lions outside your bedroom, but your brain doesn't know that, because somewhere deep inside your mind, the ancient night watch is still awake. But the story doesn't end with the fire. There was another force, quietly shaping human sleep long before electricity. The moon. For thousands of years, people believed the moon changed more than just the tides. Many dismissed it as folklore. But scientists decided to test it. Researchers studied communities, some living with electricity, others without it, and they discovered something unexpected. As the nights moved closer to a full moon, people stayed awake a little longer and slept a little less. Even more surprising, the pattern didn't disappear when electricity arrived. Even people sleeping indoors, behind closed curtains, still showed a small shift in their sleep, a rhythm older than cities, older than farming, perhaps even older than civilization itself. For nearly 300,000 years, the moon helped shape human nights, and although streetlights, LED screens, and glowing cities have changed our world, your body may still be quietly listening to a rhythm it learned long before history began. Then, everything changed, not gradually, not over thousands of years. Almost instantly, humans created artificial light. For hundreds of thousands of years, your body had followed. A simple conversation, sunset, meant the day was ending. The air became cooler, the fire burned softly, and your brain prepared for sleep. That rhythm stayed with us for almost all of human history. Then, in just a tiny moment, compared to evolution, we filled the night with light. Research from sleep scientist Charles Czeisler shows that the blue light produced by phones, tablets, and LED screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. Your ancestors' campfire produced very little of that blue light. The phone in your hand tonight produces far more, which means every evening your brain receives two completely different messages. Your ancient biology says, it's time to rest. Modern technology replies, stay awake. Every night, those two worlds pull against each other. Ancient sleep was physically harder. There were predators, cold nights, no comfortable mattress, no climate control. But mentally, sleep came naturally. Modern sleep is physically comfortable, yet mentally, it has become a negotiation between a brain that evolved over hundreds of thousands of years and a world that changed in only a few generations. Tonight, you'll probably do exactly what you always do. You'll finish your day, walk into your bedroom, turn off the lights, and hope sleep comes quickly. But beneath all of that, something much older is still there. A brain that still expects the air to grow colder, the fire to burn lower, the people around you to breathe quietly in the dark. And somewhere, deep inside your mind, part of it still keeps watch, just in case. Maybe that's why waking up at 3 a.m. feels so familiar. Not because your body is broken, but because it's remembering a world where the night was never silent, where sleep was shared, where one person stayed awake so everyone else could rest. Your bedroom may look modern, your mattress may be soft, your phone may be smarter than anything your ancestors could imagine, but your brain still belongs to a world lit by fire, a world guided by the moon, a world where sleep wasn't scheduled, it simply arrived. Maybe the biggest difference isn't how you sleep. It's the world you're trying to sleep in, because your body was never designed for glowing screens, late-night notifications, or alarm clocks. It was designed for stars, for silence, for sunrise, and perhaps that's why, even after hundreds of thousands of years, the ancient night still lives inside you. If you enjoyed this journey into humanity's ancient past, subscribe to Humley and join me in the next episode, where we'll uncover another forgotten part of the ancient world that still shapes your life today. Because the past isn't gone, it's still living inside you.